The Costco guys. You know him, you love him, or maybe not, depending on if you are Jimmy Fallon.
It's AJ,
Big Justice, and the Rizzler.
and why are we still here? Just to suffer.
AJ and Big Justice, the father-son duo who bring the boom and look surprisingly similar to that one picture of JD Vance, went viral almost a year ago for their now infamous We're Costco Guys video.
Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake.
A video which, thanks to their soulless and unblinking stares, made them an overnight sensation. Even getting them their very own Meat Canyon cartoon, which is usually a pretty good indicator that you did not go viral for the reasons you would want.
Daddy!
However, you probably already knew all of that, as well as that they're still somehow relevant after all this time. Although, let's be real, it's the Rizzler that has kept them relevant. However, what you might not have known is that this TikTok account is not AJ Befumo's first shot at stardom. Going back all the way to 1999, he had a short wrestling career under the stage name Eric Justice. And I was actually able to find videos of him wrestling on YouTube, uploaded almost 15 years ago, all with under 1,000 views. And before making this video, I don't think I ever heard anyone talk about this, really. It has flown surprisingly under the radar. His TikTok career actually started with him promoting his mortgage business as Mortgage Muscles before him and his son started doing videos together.
And this is the big slop.
Double meat, medium rare.
But TikTok was not AJ's first venture into the land of social media content, because all the way back in 2015, AJ had a family vlogging channel called All Befumo'd Up. Befumo is their surname, in case you couldn't tell, where he would post videos centered around doing things with his family. But like actually doing things with his family, and not whatever it is that every other family channel does.
Hey, Italian man. Huh?
They even had their own logo, which does look more like the logo for a mini golf course than a YouTube channel, but maybe that's just how they did things back in 2015. The existence of this channel has also gone seemingly unnoticed by the broader public. I think I've only ever seen people talk about it one time on the internet. And even on the channel itself, the most viewed video has 22,000 views, and that's the channel trailer. Most of the vlogs have around 1,000 views or less. And that's disproportionately quite low compared to how viral they went. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. If this channel is so underground and niche, how do I know about it? I must be some kind of modern-day Sherlock Holmes, some kind of OSINT prodigy. By the way, chat, OSINT is short for open source intelligence. I'm just using slang. Well, the truth is, I read about it in a Rolling Stone article. So yeah, it really is not that much of a secret. Then again, no one reads magazines anymore, so the link might as well have been scratched into the wall of a gas station bathroom stall. Now, as we all know, the Befumo family is Italian. You can tell this because their last name ends in a vowel. And also by looking at them. Now, I don't really know any Italian Americans, and, you know, not to sound like a racist, but I did assume that The Sopranos is a 100% accurate documentary of what the average Italian American's life is like. And I will say, the similarities are definitely there. For starters, the Befumos are also from New Jersey, and even the composition of the Soprano and Befumo families are very similar. You've got the father and mother with an older daughter and a younger son, and a grandmother on the father's side, and both grandparents on the mother's side. Although thankfully there doesn't seem to be any equivalent to Janice Soprano for the Befumos.
Fat bitches need to shut up, bruh. I'm not gonna, like, in all respect and all honesty, like, not gonna lie, it be a lot of the fat hoes talking.
If you've seen The Sopranos, you know how iconic the intro montage is. Tony driving from Manhattan through New Jersey, smoking a cigar, as Woke Up This Morning is playing just an unforgettable song, as it ends with Tony getting out of his car as that iconic logo flashes up on screen. And All Befumo'd Up is no different when it comes to iconic intros.
This is AJ. AJ loves meat. AJ loves getting everyone all riled up. But most of all, AJ loves his family. His all Befumo'd Up family.
subscribe.
And sharing is caring.
Yep. That's my family.
Absolute cinema. This intro plays for all his videos, but for some reason it's so much louder than the rest of the video, or rather his videos are all very quiet, so I have to have my headphones turned up all the way to hear anything, and then I just get my ears destroyed by
AJ Loves Meat.
10 out of 10, would recommend. But not everything about All Befumo'd Up is like The Sopranos. For one, there is no scene where AJ faints because he sees Uncle Ben's rice, which was very disappointing. AJ, in fact, doesn't seem to be racist at all, and also, unlike Tony Soprano, doesn't constantly cheat on his wife and actually seems to love her.
There was a really good shrimp dish, and I really wanted Cakes to try it, and they're making it for us.
My best husband.
I love my bride.
There is another difference between the Befumos and the Sopranos. It's only a minor difference though, but you know, unlike Tony, AJ isn't a mob boss. Because it's the Rizzler, of course, AJ is merely a capo in the Riz crime family. I mean, come on, it doesn't take a genius to tell you who out of these guys really run shit, right? Just look at the difference between Big Justice, or his real name Eric Justice, yes, AJ did name his son after his wrestling persona, and the Rizzler in this music video they did. When Big Justice deadpan stares into the camera, it feels very soulless, like an awkward preteen who doesn't know how to act on camera, whereas the Rizzler's stare exudes confidence. A man who knows exactly what he is. His mere presence silently dominating any room he's in. Just look at the way Jimmy Fallon nervously cowered in his presence. The Rizzler isn't a made man. He makes made men. And you can see the influence that AJ's association with the Riz crime family has when his daughter actually showed a kid at her school a picture of her dad in response to him making her mad.
Mommy told me a story about what happened in school today. Tell me what happened about the little boy.
He said if I can get his name right, I can come to his house, but then he was making me mad, and I showed him the picture.
Who was the picture of?
Dada.
And what did he say?
I won't do it again, I promise. I'm sorry.
That's a smart kid. He knows what's good for him. Now, these vlogs he made are honestly pretty wholesome. It's quite amateurish, as you might expect. They're essentially home videos, but they're still made for YouTube, which means AJ has to do things like censor out swear words. But it doesn't seem like he's really figured out how to edit audio, because the sound he uses to censor the swear words is also just way too loud for no reason.
How many times she has problems a week?
Overall, it's a wholesome look into a family who at the time weren't anything special. They weren't a viral sensation yet. Although even back then, AJ exhibited the uncanny ability to stare into the camera without blinking that I think would eventually contribute to his fame. It really does seem like just a dad who wanted to document the things that he got up to with his family. Celebrating Mother's Day, going to the zoo, doing an Easter egg hunt, eating loads of Italian food, and spending time with friends and family. Their family really does seem like an alternate universe of The Sopranos, but wholesome. Is it racist of me to compare them to The Sopranos just because they're Italian? Maybe. However, it's not my fault. Because, you see, I'm a white South African, and if there is one thing we're known for, it's being racist towards Italians. And for the first dozen or so videos, they stick to this vlog style. AJ films himself with a selfie camera doing whatever, talking about how much he loves his kids, or going to see a Marvel movie, you know, back when that was a thing people did. Documenting the shenanigans his family gets up to, like his mother Lulu talking about how someone is trying to poison children with salty cheese.
But some lady's gonna feed this to their kids. And they're gonna get sick.
From what?
From the salt. Andrew, I'm not kidding. It's bad. I'm gonna call. If you gave a slice of this cheese to a child, they could die from it.
But then for some reason he kind of stopped doing the vlogs and would instead make montages of what they got up to during the week. Probably due to burnout. This isn't something I realized at first, but all 14 of the vlog style videos were uploaded in just under 3 weeks. So the channel was actually really short-lived. He tried the montages for a couple of videos and then he tried something new again. He did a prank video on his mother where they took her to Burger King and no, Lulu, no, dude. They tried doing a challenge video, which was a bit more quote-unquote professional, where they made their kids guess ice cream flavors. But it honestly kind of sucked, and I consider this to be the beginning of the end for the All Befumo'd Up channel. Because without the candid family interactions you get in the vlogs, the channel loses all of its charm because the videos themselves aren't actually well made. They did go on to post a few more videos, including a music video for their song All Befumo'd Up on Christmas Eve.
This year we're getting all Befumo'd Up on Christmas Eve.
Which does indicate they've been interested in the music industry for a long time. However, the lack of the Rizzler is very apparent and leaves a lot to be desired. His feature on their later release, We Bring the Boom Crew Remix, absolutely steals the show. I really don't mean to disparage the rest of the Costco verse, and quite frankly it isn't fair to compare them to a goat like the Rizzler, but come on, you know me as the Rizzler, I'm the panther dressed in black. Once I give your girl the Riz face, there's no chance she's coming back is simply one of the hardest bars that has ever been spat into a mic. But before I end this video, there is one more thing I have to mention. I watched through all the videos on All Befumo'd Up, all 25 videos in total, and not even once is Costco mentioned. Oh no, please don't tell me the Costco guys are frauds. No. Do they even really shop at Costco? I personally am very confused and afraid. I don't know what to believe anymore. Is the double chunk chocolate cookie even good? Who knows? But what can I say? The Befumos seem like genuine people. They seem like a tight-knit family. And AJ seems like someone who really enjoys being an entertainer. So I would imagine he's probably quite happy to do what he does now, where, you know, TikTok has essentially become a family business for them. And it's got him and his son back into wrestling. So, you know, ultimately, if they're happy, then I'm happy for them. Although I do always think it is a bit dodgy when children are involved with something like this, with, you know, internet fame or any kind of fame in general. Especially really young kids like the Rizzler.
And the Rizzler.
And Peter Griffin.
I genuinely like the Rizzler too. Like, he seems like a very sweet kid. But who knows how internet fame is going to affect him growing up. I'm afraid it probably won't be positive, although I really hope I'm wrong. You know, I want the guy to have a long, prosperous life and not end up shooting up heroin in the hype house at 17. But I suppose only time will tell. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, if you did, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, put me in your grandmother's will, all that good stuff. I'm going to go watch Tony Soprano eat gabagool out of his fridge now. So until next time, bye.